All right, here we go. Buyer consultation. The purpose of this buyer consultation is to do a great job of educating your buyer, setting proper expectations, and really helping them along the way to do a great job of buying a home, but more importantly, creating an experience for the consumer they're going to be excited to go tell friends and family about. Okay. So, points to cover. And again, doesn't have to be in this order, can be in many order, depending on where the client wants to go, but points you got to cover. Okay. Number one, who we are, what we do, and how we can help. Who we are, BP Realty is the number one specialist brokerage in West Michigan with over 500 five-star reviews. Number two, what do? We create a home buying or selling experience you'll be excited to go tell a friend about. Number three, how can we help? We offer solutions to market challenges to help you win at a high level. That specialist brokerage means a word picture for that to share with your client is a one-man band versus a symphony. It's the time to haul that sheet out and explain to them every other real estate brokerage in West Michigan and around the country are all one-man band, meaning that agent is trying to do everything. They're the marketing department, the concierge department, the transaction coordination department, the sign installation department. They're doing everything. BP specializes. You as an agent specialize in client representation only and become really good at helping buyers and helping sellers. We're the one-man band. We're not the one-man band. The other guys are the one-man band. We're the only specialist brokerage in the area. Okay. Market challenges. Currently, market challenges are obviously low inventory, right? Some people may argue and say, well, but what about gas prices? What about inflation? What about higher interest rates? What about, right? Those aren't really market challenges. Those are economic challenges. The real estate challenge today is we have a housing crisis, meaning there's not enough homes to fill the demand that's out there because why? Because we had a decade of population growth, but builders stopped building homes because home values were depreciating. So we have a high housing crisis of not enough homes. Okay. So we're here with solutions to that problem. Number one solution is we have a way to help you, Mr. or Mrs. Buyer, know about homes that are coming for sale before they come for sale. For example, we work with a big builder called Allen Edwin Homes. And Allen Edwin's is building around 100 homes at a time. Only a very few of them are listed on the MLS. We get a list of homes in all kinds of different areas that are under construction, coming for sale, that we can make you aware of it. Number two, we have a complete list of who are the sellers our agents have met with and done a predictive market analysis for. Who they met with that are thinking about selling, wanting to know what their value is. We got a whole list. We've got an organized effort of a whole list of homes that those potentially could be coming for sale. And so we're here to help the market challenge of not enough homes with here's homes that are and could be coming for sale that we can get you in front of to help with the market challenge. A couple of success stories on that. First of all is Sophie Gostagas. Sophie was a first-time home buyer who competed against 27 other offers for a $200,000 home. The highest price that we were bidding against was $247,000. She won the bid at $216,000. So she saved $31,000. She paid that much less than what the highest offer was because of what? Our strategies, our solutions, how we helped her to buy that house. Success story number two, Noah Buyer. Noah was a buyer. Noah Buyer was a buyer. That's good. Noah Buyer was a buyer. He and his wife, who had been working with another realtor for 11 months. They were working with, you guessed it, that one-man band for 11 months. Wrote offers on 6 different houses over 11 months. Never, ever ended up under contract. They lost out 6 times. They met with us. We went over our buyer consultation, and They learned some things. They kept saying to the agent, I didn't know that. You can do that. That's pretty cool, right? So after the buyer consultation, guess what? 2 weeks later, they bought a home. They're under contract because of what? How we educate, our strategies, our solutions for the market challenges. Thirdly, guys, I would encourage you, if you got a personal success story that is a solution, how you help someone with today's challenge, I would share that with them. It's very important. Okay. Next is we're going to educate that buyer on what is the difference in the lending world. Where does money come from? How does money work? Banks, credit unions, mortgage bankers, mortgage brokers, like, what does all this mean? How does it work? So let's dumb it down to its simplest form. All money for banks, credit unions, mortgage bankers, mortgage lenders, mortgage brokers, all money comes from two entities, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac can say, we will loan money to individuals if they meet these requirements. Okay, that's the baseline for requirements. Then each bank, so like Lake Michigan Credit Union, takes those requirements and says, well, but I want to add to those requirements. For example, Freddie and Fannie are at a 580 minimum credit score. You go to Lake Michigan, they'll tell you, well, you need to be 640. Okay, so they've just added 60 points to the credit score. If you're below that, they won't give you a mortgage. You can't get approved. There's thousands of criterias, thousands of exceptions, thousands of things that they can change. So every bank gets their money from Fannie and Freddie, and then they create a box of who's the clientele we want to do business with. So one bank has one box. This is who we have an appetite for doing business with. This is who we're going to give preferential treatment to. This is who we want them, so we're going to give them a lower rate and a lower fee because that's who we have an appetite for. Okay. Well, the beautiful thing is we work with, and we have a strategic partnership with West Michigan Mortgage. West Michigan Mortgage is a mortgage broker. A broker has wholesale relationships with all of the different banks, all of the different credit unions. Okay. So they can shop for you. You can go to one place of business, one person, Tom, our contact, and Tom can shop 30, 40, 50 different banks. Who is the best fit for you in your situation? Your job history, your credit history, your down payment, what type of home you want. Like there's thousands of criteria. He can shop all of that to find you the best place to save you money on interest rates, save you money on fee. They have an appetite for you. They like you. Maybe you're a veteran, maybe, whatever it is. So that is the huge benefit to buyers by going to our mortgage broker is they can shop for them. Now, if the buyer doesn't have anything better to do, they can drive around and stop in all 30 different banks and credit unions and do that for them. But why would you? That's a waste of time. There's no additional fees to them. So make sure you're talking to them about that. Make sure they understand there's a financial and service benefit to them to at least shop West Michigan Mortgage, even if they are completely pre-approved already. And it's simple. You should have the application link on your phone. Send them a text. Tell them to fill out as much as they can. They don't have to have everything filled out, but as much as they can. Hit submit, and then Tom will be in touch with them about what they need and what their programs are and who they're going to shop to do them a great deal. Okay? Very, very important. Okay? At this point, ask questions. Any questions? Okay? No questions. Move forward. Next, we have two goals, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer. Number one, we want to find you. Our goal is to find you the perfect home, headache, hassle-free. We're going to find you your perfect home, headache, and hassle-free. Second goal is we're going to help you to experience a home buying experience. We're going to provide for you a home buying experience that you're going to be excited to go tell friends and family about. That's our two goals. Sound fair? Great. All right. let's talk about that experience, okay? Because as you're out shopping for homes, you are naturally going to run into people who are also looking to buy or sell houses. Why is that? Well, because there is a part of your brain that heightens the awareness to what it is you're experiencing in life at that time. Like, for an example, the time you bought your X amount of color car, all of a sudden you're seeing all kinds of them. Or if you have children, when you're pregnant, all of a sudden you're running into people that are pregnant. Okay. The brain heightens your awareness to what you're experiencing at that time. So, identifying someone else who's interested in buying and selling a home is now easier because your awareness is heightened to real estate. Okay. So, my question to you is, if I earn the right and I create a great home buying experience, if I earn that right, can I count on you to introduce me to at least one person who you know or you heard about or you ran into that's also thinking about buying or selling a home? Can I count on you? Be quiet. Wait for their answer. Get a yes out of them. Okay? Next, let's go into the process. Remember, we talked about the one-man band as every other real estate brokerage out there, and we're the only symphony. Okay? The one-man band agent, all of them, I've seen it. We've seen it, experienced it. Hey, let me set you up on this cool email, and I'll email you homes right directly when they come for sale. And then from there, you just figure it out. You figure out what home you like. You figure out what's important to you. You figure out what's a priority, and then let me know, and I'll be the door opener for you. Give me a call, send me a text. That's option A. That's a one-man band. A symphony, who we are, actually will ask lots of good questions. Why is that important to you? Understand what you're trying to accomplish. Understand your situation. Get to know you really, really well so that we together can help you. We can make recommendations on, hey, I've heard you. I understood your needs and wants. When can we go look at some houses? I've got ideas. Okay. We can collaborate together and help you figure out what is the best house for you. So I'm hoping you want me to help you, not just send you a bunch of stuff and let you figure it out yourself. Okay. So when we're done with this meeting, that'll be the next step. Is I've got a lot of information here. Now, let's schedule time. What's your schedule? Let's get back out. Let's look at homes, because you're never going to buy a home from a computer. Okay. We do have an app, and we can send you that app through our CRM, and it's easy and it's friendly and it's helpful, and you can save them, and I'll text you that. But know that I'm going to be the one just, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing next week, Tuesday? When are you available next? Let's get out there. I've got some homes. I've got some ideas, and we'll help you through that. Make sure you do a great job. Okay. All right. Next, the most exciting part. Tell me about your perfect home. Tell me what it looks like. Tell me what it feels like. Tell me what's important to you. Why is that important? Ask them over and over. We want 4 bedrooms. Why? Well, I got this and this. Well, why would that be helpful? Right? Like, really get to the source of what they're trying to accomplish, what's important to them, and ask that over and over. Price, area, bedrooms, bathrooms, backyard, updated, must-haves, like all that stuff. Spend a lot of time nurturing that relationship and having them feel like you care, you understand them, and you are totally engaged with, I want to help you do a great job of home buying. Okay. Once you get that all put together, then you're going to go to on your laptop, on your MLS, you're going to last 2 months what has sold in their want. Okay. And their want is, here's our price range, here's our budget, here's a blah, 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 blah. Okay. You're going to type in that price range, that area, those number of bedrooms, whatever it is. Okay. And you're going to find out, okay, let's see what has sold like what you're wanting in the last 2 months. And the reason we're doing this is because most clients in today's world of home values appreciating, most clients, their want does not equal their budget. Their want is usually higher than their budget, but let's just see. Let's pull out some Let's pull out some solds. Let's take a look and see what happened in the last 2 to 3 months. Was there anything that sold? And if there was, show them pictures. Are you thinking something like this? This is this street. This is this backyard. Go through the pictures, right? Or if you pull them up and there's only one house or no houses, Houston, we have a problem. What you want, the market's never going to provide for you. It hasn't in the last 2 to 3 months. Okay. So then you got to think about, okay, how do we adjust that? Now they may say to you when you ask about their price, we don't know. We're not pre-approved. Well, they've looked at things. What price range have you looked at? What would you like your house payment to be? What look like? And you can back into what house, how much down payment you can back into with our amortization schedule. You can back into, well, what price range, right? It's a starting point until they meet with Tom and get their pre-approval from Tom. Okay. But if they're not finding it, not going to happen. Okay. If they are finding it, maybe. Okay. So anyway, many times in today's world, wants do not match budget. And you got to put those two together. Okay. Once you're done with that, okay, schedule a time to go look at houses. Okay. And when you set up homes to show them, you're going to show them two things that first time out. You're going to show them homes that they want, disregarding the price a little bit. Maybe go up 20 grand, 30 grand, 50 grand, right? Show them homes that they're going to want, and then show them homes that are in their budget. Okay. And you can very, very easily have a simple conversation. Hey, I listened to you. I understood what you want. This is what you want. You got a choice. Either win the lottery, play Powerball, or borrow money from somebody, or get another job, right? There's many ways. Cash in a 401k, whatever. Here's what you want. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Then you're going to have to lessen your criteria of your home and fit it to your budget. Okay. Either way is fine, but your first time out, you're helping them to see it. You're helping them to see and experience. Here's the difference. Here's what it looks like. Okay. Explain to them how you can help them buy a for sale by owner. Okay. There's not many of them out there, but they're out there. Okay. The process looks like this. You, as a buyer, call that for sale by owner. If you have questions, how many bedrooms, bathrooms, blah, blah, blah. If it's something you're interested in, call me back. Hang up. Thank you. Call the agent. Call me with the information. I'll call that for sale by owner. I'll schedule a time for us to go through it. Okay. My role, again, is to go through it with the professional's eyes. And then if you say, hey, I like it. By the way, when we're there, have your poker face on. Don't share with that seller. I love it. I want it. Because what you're doing is losing out on any negotiation if there's going to be any. Okay. By the way, today in today's world, a win is getting the house. Let me say that again. A win is actually getting the house. A win is never today negotiating on the price, unless it's overpriced. But that's what we're here for. So we go through the FSBO together. We pull comparables and we find out, where's this priced? Is it worth 300? Can I find sold comparables that make it worth more or less, right? No matter what home we buy, the asking price does not mean that's what that house is worth. It could be higher. It could be lower. It could be right on, okay? But that's what we're here for, is to educate you and make sure, Howie, I love this home. I want to buy it. Where is this priced at $299,900 or $399,900 or $699,900? Let's find out. I'm going to dig in, find comparables, find solds, help you understand. Yeah, $699, that's pretty cheap. I think it's probably going to go based upon, not I think, but based upon the data. The data's telling me it's probably a $750 home, probably a $775. Or maybe no, $699 is too high. It might be a $675 or $650 based upon the data, okay? But that's why you have me, to make sure you're buying and doing well in the marketplace, okay? Back on the FSBO. So we find you want it, blah, blah, blah. We'll write an offer on your behalf, asking the seller to pay the customary 3% buyer's agent fee. A high percentage, I'm going to say probably 75% of the time, sellers are willing to pay that. They just don't want to pay the full commission of listing and selling. Small percentage of the time they don't. Okay, Howie, love you. Love to work with your clients, but I'm not interested in paying you. Well, okay, hold on, back up. Mr. Seller, how are you going to do this? How are you going to put this transaction together? Cross the T's, dot the I's, make sure it's done correctly. Every time, guys, it's, well, I got a buddy. She's an attorney. She said she'd help me with the paperwork for $2,000 or whatever it is, right? There's a buddy. Well, how about I do the paperwork? I have it all here for you. Accept the offer of my client, give them the home at what they wanted at, and I'll just charge you the $2,000 versus 3%. I have yet to have a seller say no to me. So great way to you as a consumer to get representation, but it doesn't cost anything, and we're able to help you through that. So that's FSBOs. So that's how we get paid. Okay. So final question, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer. Based upon all of this, our value, our strategies, our solutions to the marketplace, our success stories, us being a specialist and doing a great job for you, does it make sense that we'd be a great fit to hire you? Be a great fit that you hire us to go to work for you, and there's no obligation to buy. Would you like to hire us? So yes or no. If they say yes, great. Here's our buyer agreement. The top part of the buyer agreement is everything I'm going to do to you. Do to you? Doesn't sound right. Is everything I'm going to do for you. Okay? The top part is my commitment to you, my promise to you. I'm signing this. I'm going to do these things for you. Okay? And it's your way of going, hey, Howie, right? Hold me accountable. That's what I'm going to do. The bottom part is what I'm asking you to do. Okay? Look at homes with me. Buy a house with me. Okay? For all these, for us helping you, there is a broker cost of $495, which is part of your closing cost. Tom at the mortgage company will go over that with you. Okay? It's part of your closing cost. And you don't pay it unless you buy a house. Okay? But you're going to pay us $495. The bottom line is for the untrustworthy people, which is not you, but we have had it a couple times, maybe in 30 years, where somebody says, yes, I want to hire you, and yes, educate me, and yes, spend time on me, and yes, take me to houses, and yes, do all this. And then 3 months, 2 months in, 6 weeks in, whatever, it doesn't matter the time. Hey, thanks so much, Howie. We bought a house over here without you. It's like, why would you do that? But a couple of them done, so we've had to put that on there. So anyway, I'll sign here. You sign here, and we're excited. Now, what's your calendar? Let's get out there. I'm excited to help you. Say? All right, guys, that's it. We all done.